Good morning everyone. Today we will go through a very famous poem in lesson 6 titled Mild the Mist Upon the Hill. This poem is written by the famous Victorian poetess Emily Bronte. So, before going through the lines of the poem, we should learn a little bit about the poetess. Here she is, Emily Jane Bronte. She was born in 1818 in Yorkshire in England and passed away in 1848. She was a very famous English Victorian poetess and novelist also. She was the second youngest of the three famous Bronte sisters, others being Charlotte Bronte and Anne Bronte. In her lifetime, she wrote only one novel, Wuthering Heights, which was published in 1843, and it is now considered a classic of English literature. She also published a book of poetry with her sisters Charlotte and Anne, titled Poems by Currer, Ellis and Acton Bell. Now, who were Currer, Ellis and Acton Bell? Actually, the three famous Bronte sisters published their own works under male pseudonyms, and Currer Bell was the pseudonym for Charlotte, Ellis Bell was the pseudonym for Emily, and Acton Bell was the pseudonym for Anne. And now, here is the famous Bronte house in Haworth, England, and in the right side, they are the three famous Bronte sisters. From the left, Anne Bronte, Emily Bronte and Charlotte Bronte. And this picture was famously painted by their own brother Branwell. Now, we will go through the first stanza of the poem. I am reading the lines. Mild the mist upon the hill, telling not of storms tomorrow. No, the day has wept its fill, spent its store of silent sorrow. So, here is the description of the mild mist on the hill. The mist does not foretell or does not predict storms for the following day or for the next day. Rather, it suggests or it indicates that the current day or the present day has already seen its share of rain and sadness. It overall sheds a melancholic tone or a sad tone for the whole poem. Now, we will see what the second stanza says. Oh, I am gone back to the days of youth. I am a child once more, and beneath my father's sheltering roof and near the old hall door. In the second stanza, the speaker expresses a strong sense of nostalgia as well as reminiscence. She feels as if she has travelled back to the days of their childhood, becoming a child once more. The mention of their father's sheltering roof and the old hall door indicates a return to the soothing and familiar surroundings of their childhood, of their past. Now let's see what the next stanza says. I watch this cloudy evening fall after a day of rain, blue mist, sweet mist of summer pall, the horizon's mountain chain. Now the third stanza describes the scene as the evening falls. The speaker observes the cloudy sky after a day of heavy rain. The mist while shrouding or while covering the mountain range on the horizon are described as sweet mist of summer, which indicates a sense of beauty and tranquility in the midst of the rain and mist. And finally, the last stanza goes. The damp stands in the long green grass, as thick as morning's tears, and dreamy scents of fragrance pass that breathe of other years. So, in the last stanza, the poet paints a vivid or a clear picture of the damp grass, which is as thick as morning's tears, alluding to the lingering moisture from the rain. The phrase dreamy scents of fragrance evokes a sense of nostalgia and memories of past years. So, it is the explanation of the poem. Now, we will try to look at the main theme of the poem. So, the first would be nostalgia and longing for the past. The mist and the beautiful landscape evoke memories of the poet's childhood, and she longs to go back to those days when she felt safe and happy under her father's roof. The other is mystery and fleetingness. That is, it is very clear that the past is now completely unreachable and unattainable for the poetess. She misses her childhood very much, and it seems to very short and very brief for the poet, and she can never have that phase of her life again. What has gone forever. So this poem is all about the nostalgia and longing for the comforting or soothing childhood. So it's all for this class. Thank you all.